Have you ever found yourself pondering over the mechanics of a 3D printer? Today, we're going to delve into the fascinating world of these remarkable machines. Strap in for a journey through the intricate components that combine to create three-dimensional objects from scratch. First stop on this adventure is the 3D printer's brain, the controller board. This is essentially the command center of the entire operation. It interprets the instructions from the software on your computer and converts them into mechanical movements. In other words, the controller board is the master puppeteer, pulling the strings behind the scenes. Next, let's turn our attention to the build platform. This is where all the action happens. The build platform is the stage on which the three-dimensional objects are formed. It can move up and down depending on the design being printed, and it must be level and stable to ensure the print's accuracy. Now, imagine an artist's paintbrush. In a 3D printer, this is the extruder. It's the component that lays down the material layer by layer, building the object from the ground up. The extruder is composed of two parts, the hot end and the cold end. The cold end grips the filament and pushes it towards the hot end, which melts the filament and deposits it onto the build platform. Speaking of filament, it's the ink of a 3D printer. It's a thread-like material, commonly made of plastic, that the printer uses to build objects. The filament is fed into the extruder, melted down, and then laid out onto the build platform in precise patterns. Let's not forget the power supply. Just like any electronic device, a 3D printer needs electricity to function. The power supply ensures the printer gets the right amount of voltage and current. It's the lifeblood that keeps the machine running. Finally, we have the belts and pulleys. These are the muscles of the 3D printer. They move the extruder and the build platform in the precise directions necessary to create the object. They're controlled by the controller board and are essential for the printer's precision and accuracy. To summarize, a 3D printer is a symphony of components, all working together in perfect harmony. The controller board is the conductor, interpreting the music, or in this case, the design file, and directing the other components. The build platform provides the stage, the extruder lays down the material, and the filament is the raw material. The power supply provides the energy, and the belts and pulleys provide the movement. Each component plays a crucial role in the creation of a three-dimensional object. So, the next time you marvel at a 3D printed object, take a moment to appreciate the intricate dance of the components that made it possible. From the controller board to the belts and pulleys, every part of a 3D printer contributes to the magic of bringing designs to life.